The Gap is brought to you in partnership with the Ghana Philanthropy Forum.
Many thanks for joining us. My name is Abubakar Sapon. This is The Gap on Atinka TV. This river, I have just left it down there. There's a lot of story connected to it. It is located within the Kokoi municipality, specifically Fodome, Henu electoral area. Community are hot to best and a class high in Sui here. Na baby, I will free Eba, a crown of us or 90 Eba says you ever. The conditions of the water itself, there is a lot to be told. And we try Miss Medias and Tem, now mean faster in some way and some. The Gap, yes, it is the only platform. Ye did local stories and someone affecting Potemon, ye de ever somewhere, and you try me, then I watch him, and someone mabon bede from far away in the Volta region, Memphis and some. Akwantua yede kwasa mpotam hɔ no ɛhya ase ɛbra ye free Accra hohoi kwankɛse no so na ye mane ye ewukuro bi a ye frɛ no Golukwati ne de ye ni akyerɛ mu ɛkɔ Fodome Helu electoral area ni mu enkura hodo a ɛwɔ kwan yi so ebi ni Toganu ya wotu ani a emfudie ɛna emepo ɛna wudu ye kwa akɔhwɛ sɛ de nsuo ho nsɛm ɛtete amanfo a ɛtinkuro ahodo bi so ewo sa electoral area ni anchekra eni ebedru Fodome Helu se wo hwe Fodome traditional area ni nyina mu a sa kuri ani kuru kase pa se wudina kuru yi montene so a akwan ahodo ni bi kɔ Fodome wi agbachido tomegbe ani kuru ahodo mu Ewom sɛ mpanimfo a eti krom ha bɔ ho modene e de community levy wayɛ ntoboa nkakra e de ayɛ pipe anase boreholes e makomako miensa emu mienu de adehye no enya nsuo firi mu ya ɛsom kro ne fa baabi Nansu dia toso miensa no eno waye no kuro n'achi baabi a enka wo bo ho modne se obetumi ade afidie pump asiso na nka atimi di ensudodo afa droben mu ade asom amanfo no nansu mpanimfo a wo kurom ha se wo hiamwo a obetumi ade awie sa adwumadie we nam so ema ye kopie mpanimfo anim ema ye no nkotwetwe asebi ho nkomo. You're still watching The Gap on Atinka TV, where we focus on issues affecting local communities in this country. We try to see what the issues are, what has been done about it, and what kind of help, assistance is also needed to be able to solve the problem. And we are still telling you issues about water in the Fodome Helu electoral area. Where I am sitting right now is the Palace of the Paramount Chief of Fodome traditional area. Togbiga Bedegleme Akpacha II. Opinion wani ya twetwe nkomo wa ahemfie ha no Chamega Koku Bansa ya wo ye chief linguist Ochiame Edema Fodome traditional area no. Thank you very much for your time. You were telling us that for now your major issue is the water and that something has already been done by Togbi and his people. Share with us what you have started already in terms of water.
In terms of water, the water problem has been there for long. So the community on its own have tried to raise about 3 boreholes in the traditional area. As at now, 2 of these boreholes are now serving water to half of the community. The other one, there's some small problem with the water, the content of the water, which is being treated by Ghana Water Company. So after that, we can supply water to the other half of the community. But funding to raise that, the platform for the supply of water to the other side of the community is now a problem, which we are now working on.
Why has that become a problem? What has been done to secure the funding and it didn't succeed? Has something been started, or it is now that you want to make the appeal? What's making that a problem?
Mainly funding of the project is from community levy. We contribute something small each year. We have yearly development funds which we use to raise funds for these projects.
So the boreholes that you have already constructed, if I heard you right, 2 of them are already serving different parts of the community. The third one is still uncompleted, and Ghana Water Company Limited is treating it. But you need funding to be able to supply that water to the rest of the community, is that it? So through the community levy that you do, why can't you continue with that? Get money and continue with the rest of the project.
We are seriously working on that. Now the problem is how to get the tank, the reservoir for that particular borehole, which can supply water to the other half of the community, as I was saying. So we are still doing the contribution, leaving the community, those outside, and then those residents to raise funds for that particular borehole, which is at the outskirts of the town. Now, if we are able to get the tank, then connecting this tank to a main a public place, which they can now connect to the various houses in the community, will be true.
All right. Do we know how much exactly this tank will cost? So that if you are making an appeal for somebody that wants to come and help, you know exactly that I need so and so amount of money to be able to erect that tank. What have we done about it?
The one which is supplying us water now at the other half of the community cost us almost 10,000 Ghana cedis. But this particular one, because of the distance and its nature, we have to raise the platform to be very high, which can help let the water flow to every part of the. So we need not less than 20,000 Ghana cedis for that one to be complete.
The Gap is brought to you in partnership with the Ghana Philanthropy Forum.
This program is looking at bridging the developmental gap between the urban and the rural areas. It's very interesting that Togbi and his people are already doing something. So take advantage and then talk to people of this community who are no longer living here, those who are far away and they are watching you.
We are appealing to the residents and non-residents, as we've been doing, to help contribute to the development of this water project. Other NGOs or individuals who can help the Fodome water project to come up will be very grateful. So we are appealing to them to help us raise that stand for the community.
One in Semwa Ikatu ni Munu and was say, Emrasha Begenia won Putamoha, Wura John Peter Amewu Ebeboa won esi suku dan emawo. Sadanso and a Fodome Helu Health Center and also Sima won. Nanso electricity any suku any health center nyinemu. And I'm so the ahoche ebra manfo no. Enunti wo hiamwa obetimi edi atwe electricity lights.
We are now left with how to wire the whole place, then extend electricity to the school, which is very, very, very dear to our heart because of the children. Cost of the extension of electricity to the new school block, it's almost 80,000 Ghana cedis. The clinic and then the school, they are near each other. So if people can help us raise those monies for the projects, we'll be very grateful. The community will be very grateful.
saa ensuo dwumadie ya asese ekonkon ho yi esunsunsanso bi akoka beebi amanfo no agi ayarehwe Fodome Health Center ubepiem ewo beebi a ema akwa awoso labor ward no a ensuo ba kokora eni ho nyina ekabo mu edi ahokyere ebrewo Nenso enye asopiti no nkoa na saa nsunsanso yi eka wo yetu yeni ehunu se adehye bebre ya wo krom ha no edi wani akyere beebi foforo ya wo kwa pensuo asa komu nanti akọ river Lubui esuo kese bi a edampotam ha no mu emu ede kuro no akyiri beebi na just wonante sima bebre ansa na obiduru ha woyini nsuo a wosade ye won bibia esuo yi efri Togo manmu ene baga na ha no etnetne fa Volta Region inkura hoduo bebre so ansa na biduru Fodome kuro yi mu ne beduru ha eno na manfo ne sade ye won bibia Bikoshia wura Silvanus Gogodo enne bonkomo efa nsuo yi ho
Talk to us about the water situation now. We see that a lot of women and children are coming from different places to come and fetch water from here. What is the problem?
This is the only stream. During the rainy season, the stream is not good for us to take again because of the foreign material that join the river.
So for how many years has the situation been like this?
Oh, it's a long time because the stream is here before the community has come. So about over 100 years.
What challenges does it pose to you? So especially in the rainy season, it will draw all the dirty water, the mud into it. When you fetch, what do you use it for?
We use it for drinking, cooking and bathing. This is affecting the community. If during the night you don't have the water, you have to come here. And sometimes during the rainy season, it will create a problem like diarrhea, cholera and others.
What has been done about it? Have you tried to do a borehole for yourself? Have you looked for assistance from somebody and it hasn't worked?
We wrote a letter through our assemblyman to the municipal, but the borehole that they provide to us is not sufficient for the community. So we still need more boreholes.
Nhuma esesa nsuo yi hu no wura yi ka kire ye se eya abobo ya afo na de sesa ha wa hye de de afidia besi nsuo yi mu na osesa ekoton ma amanfo no ukuru ni mu kofo gallon baako 1 Ghana cedi ubetua.
These Aboboya people, they also help the community. They fetch water here and sell to the community. So this is their pipes that they are using to draw the water from the stream to their gallons and their vehicles. So they are saving the community. That's why many people are not coming again to just borrow the water from them. They are selling that 4 gallon, 1 cedi, 1 gallon for 1 cedi. So we have challenges. If you don't get the money, then you can't buy the water.
Yetu yeni efri bridge so ehwe efado ho a ehunu se amanfo binom nso free kro foforo so ba nsuo yi mu aba besensu Tomegbe community eni gu ho no mo no adehye wo ho nso se nsuo wo ya na won so wosa ansa na wo dia yi won bibia ye twen ye ma wo se wie edi wachi ese ye kohwe se de sa kru ni mu esiti adehye ete ha no mo no emfie bebrenie e na sa pipe ya e wa ha ye beye ma won nanso pipe ne tibia e wo mu na se se adehye no ekugina pipe no so se wo bu a ensuo ni bi free pipe n'enum ne hwenim ene nasom nyina na eba wosan se nsuo no eye nkyini nsuo enu nti firi bra ne nka pipe no eye papa edi besi saa bra nyina no river no bui nsuo no ene okosa edi ye won bibia enu nti saa mmiri ya pipe no akosa atebia we mu no kra de na eni asai kra togbi aja ene yo panyina wo hwe kru yi so ene wo se saa kru yi enu ni kra etwa to kra e wo Fodome traditional area in Kropon ni nyina mu enu nti ansa na esuo nubui no ebeteneten aba beduru ha no na won ya wo si niema e wo nkura ahodo so edifin egu nsuo ni mu no epia fin ni dia beduru ha ansa na won ne manfo akosa no edinyarewa bibri ene ebrewo.
So you are saying that because it passes through a lot of communities before it gets here, people washing it and all of the debris is washed down here, and you and your people, you also drink from it. So what kind of health problem does it give you?
First instance is cholera. It gives cholera, and then at times mosquitoes, and then this will give malaria within the community. Yes.
What have been done about it to solve the problem?
We spoke a lot about this within through the municipal assembly.
Some of your citizens who have gone out of this community and have become big men and women, why can't they organize themselves and come and do a borehole for you?
In fact, we spoke a lot to them, but according to them, financial difficulty. And now we are appealing to the government to come and do some borehole for us.
Ebra ye free to megbe community ni mu asan besne twam akro no na kuro ni mu adehye no mu bigu so ya wo sensuo edi akodi ndwuma
tie ko mekua pipe chemele miasio pipe gbare kamele miasi mekua dai ko mi konya nanu biko kura ko nu na che biko ko danu azan ko nu sianu esa tafi ko mekua shile.
This is our only source of water. During the normal times, that's the water becomes clear. But when it rains and it's dirty, to this how we fetch it.
When you fetch it like that, how do you treat it before you drink?
We use it like that. We don't treat it. Most of the time, the students, they close late. They don't get enough time to fetch the water. So the next day, they continue for some time before they go to school. It takes their time.
What do you think can be done to solve the water problem in this community?
I think borehole would do. I would want to urge the stakeholders to come to our aid.
Ye try ni hwekuru fufuro so ehun say project bi ekoso solar powered water project kroyidine di Fodome agbesia kane no ne nka borehole ewa ha nenso asai emfie bebre nie enu nti amanfo no so akwa ahokyeremu ya won so kosansuo ewo river no bui ni mu abrante John Paul ya yakontuo yi mu obo no homodene eboa yakonwasa so wote saa Fodome agbesia kuru yi mu ya wo kire se kuro ni mpanimfo ne mabuna bo homodene ya nka wotu borehole bi a ede ahodena ifri awia mu solar powered water project ene wo person kodiye enso wo sikesua enunti amadwumadi no konko lensu brag nya no enidi asemi hu komo no na ade asakra e wa kontuo.
In the afternoon, we saw that there is something somewhere in the middle of the community which seems to be some water project going on. What do you know about it?
Currently not in use because it's supposed to be powered through solar. And getting the solar plant to do that was a problem. And two, what happened is the location of the water project, the borehole, and the access point, fetching points was a problem. They'll have to be crossing road past cars applying the main Fodome road to Accra these days. We saw that it was risky, so we have to come together as a community to give other access points. We are short of money and we couldn't get the solar project.
Ewom se ade san ye wa kwantuo yi mu de nanso ne ani abre se ye bepa de hia woti pro yi so ɛne wɔatwetwe nsɛm yi ho nkɔmmɔ. Dogbe Degree the First wɔn ɔyɛ mankrado ɛwɔ Fodome Agbesia kuro yi mu. Na wɔka saa esuo no a ne manfo no kɔsa nom no ɛha ahodoɔ a ɛde brɛ wɔn. Etimi da ne atɛkyɛ a nantwie etimi kɔ ne gum na ɛba saa ɛnyarewa ahodoɔ ɛnonom a ɛde brɛ wɔn.
In fact, during the dry season, it nearly dried off.
What challenge is it bringing to you? Is it far?
The riverside is a bit far. You have to walk about, about a mile. So in and out 2 miles before you get water. During the dry season, the river was not flowing. You go to the riverside, you get a pond somewhere, you fetch. And these cows, they went upstream. And then, their feces, everything, the death was too much. So we have cholera here. The whole Fodome stretch, Fodome 8 towns, have cholera. They will have to go to the whole government hospital.
Today, I'm going to fire for you. And a Dogbe Degree, a betray you say. And I'm say solar power no won't mean ya home security. Where your wife say one electricity company of Ghana, a betonsa, Nenkawa Wawon, Nancy free hono, meter. Ya easy you for the buy and a bepimone. One sounds to me a home BBR ebi.
The water situation is so serious that we need to appeal to NGOs to help us with the water situation.
You are still watching The Gap on Atinka TV. This report is coming to you from Fodome electoral area. The actual name is Fodome Henlu electoral area. It's in the Volta Region. Ensio ehu nsem akoye bibia ewo ho. Na ensem no yahwe se enkro na ye scattered. Eni nti ye wo Henlu, ye wo Homegbe, afi ye sanso wo Agbesia, eni nkra hodo aka. Eni nti ye nya Dr. Geoffrey Ayiju ewa hanom wona ya assemblyman na ye ne ba betwetwe nkomo. From his outfit as the assemblyman, what does he know about the water situation in this community? Doc, thank you very much for your time. Share with us what the water situation is in this electoral area, briefly, summary.
Well, thank you for coming. I must say that water is a challenge for the whole of the electoral area, even across the electoral area to the other electoral areas. It's a zonal problem. So we have been trying to reach some benevolent institutions and personnel to assist us in many ways. Despite the assembly has also come our way, but as many as the communities are, we are still facing some few challenges, even though there are some in some of the communities, but others don't have. You saw it yourself, where we do fetch our water from. It's a river that flows from Togo. In actual sense, it passes through all the communities of Fodome. It passes through Fodome Ahon, Fodome Amlen, Holoma, Wé, Agbechido, Hanu, Tomegbe, Agbesia, and among others. All communities in Fodome rely on the Ngui water. But talking about these three communities, Fodome, Hanu, Tomegbe, and then Fodome Agbesia, they fetch from a source. And then water being necessity, even in the night, when you need water, you must go there. During the day, when you need water, you must go there. So it's difficult. And even the few ones that we have that are perhaps boreholes or mechanical boreholes, not the whole community cannot rely on one particular borehole. And then some of them have to go there because of the queue.
Water situation.
I must say that we are calling on benevolent organizations and individuals who can support us to solve this problem, because it's a challenge. It's a challenge because we need water to bath, we need water to drink, and even do other household chores. Like I said, we have some, but they are not enough. So we are pleading that even at all, if we can get at least one borehole, maybe one mechanized borehole in the 11 communities in my lecture area, will be grateful.
These days, the road is very busy because the main Eastern Corridor road is under construction.
Yes, it's busy. And so moving along it to fetch water, mothers, children, tell us how it's affecting you.
So what happened now is people have to spend money to
We even pay tricycles people to go and fetch water for them.
From where?
From the same riverside, Nubi riverside.
Then they'll come and sell to your people. If you are using the 4 gallon, per one, from the Nubi River to this town, do you know how much they sell it?
Yeah, 1 4 gallon will be costing around 2 cedis.
Okay.
Yeah,
what is your appeal?
My appeal is we are appealing to the whole public, Ghanaians outside Ghana, anybody who should come to our aid. They should support us to complete the projects we have already started. And if possible, add new ones to it that we may have more. And I'll plead with every stakeholder that will be ready and very available to our call to come to our rescue.
Thank you very much. So you are still watching The Gap on Atinka TV. This story is an extraordinary story. It is a story about water. Na enye insuo enko akeke. Insuo a amanfo enum efri ensutene emu river noboi. Enye community ba kope, communities bebre na enum efri mu. Ade ba ko a ehye nkwan was our story mu ne say. Eye story bi a amanfo no ankasa sha ase ye bibi e de aboa wo ho. The community people have already started project to help themselves. Say ukopie mu e wo helu paramount hono a wo hene no enim panimfo atimi ahya ase agege ntokwan kakra wo dia ye bohu amane manfo no hia kese ya ebetimi akosi outskirts of the town na a supply insu on large scale e dia amane nkofo say wo firi ho na abedru ha emabuna wonso wo Fodome agbasia ha sede ye ni yewura dwompo e kasa ye no wonso wakeka won sase ahye bibiase solar project fekeke nenso wonso wakansinsin mu wo hiamwa obetimi e dia complete project no. And into this particular episode is an episode of people helping themselves, getting locked up somewhere and needing outside help to be able to complete. This is what we talk about on The Gap. It is not always about government, it's about self-help. What can we also do as citizens to be able to help bridge the developmental gap in our communities? My name is Abubakar Sako. Join me same time next week on this program. Thank you very much. The Gap is brought to you in partnership with the Ghana Philanthropy Forum.